So tonight we have got the Roxon Spark. This is going to be a great little multi-tool. Now, my initial impressions were, hey, it's another cheap junk Chinese multi-tool. And so for a while I did not buy this. But just recently I thought, you know what? I've heard a lot of good things about this. I think I'll take the jump, and I went ahead and bought it, and I'm glad I did. So far, I've been carrying this for a couple days, and I've really enjoyed carrying it. It's going to be about the same weight as a Leatherman Wave, around 8.3 ounces. And it's got a couple features that are a little bit unusual for a multi-tool this size and this cheap. So this is going to come in at $24. You can find it obviously used a lot cheaper. And these pliers are going to meet very well. It's going to have what almost looks like replaceable wire cutters, but they're not going to be. And then on this side, let's talk about this side of the tool. We are going to have a pocket clip, which I like. It isn't going to be as long as some of the other pocket clips, but it still works very well. And then I do forget sometimes that it does have a saw, and this will be locking as well. And then you've got this lock that you unlock it right there. And then we're going to have a ferro rod rather, and a whistle. So that's a neat addition. A lot of people like that when they're hiking or backpacking to have that option. And so that's nice that it adds that option. And the whistle is pretty loud, so I did check that out. Now on the other side of the tool, we're going to have a couple tools, and I'm going to save the best for last, which I think is the knife. And then we have got the awl right here, which looks fairly standard, looks pretty nice, locks into place. We have got the Phillips screwdriver. Now this one you can use the adapter for. It's going to be sort of wishy-washy, sort of, you know, it's not great, but it works. So the thicker Phillips screwdrivers definitely work better for that adapter. And then we have got this combo tool, which is going to be the flat screwdriver, and then the can opener and the bottle opener as well. So all those tools lock, and then you've got this button on the side that unlocks them. Roxon seems to enjoy using the button on the side for their tools, so that's just seems to be something they do a lot of times when they lock their tools on the larger models. And then we have got a one-hand opening knife, and then you can close it. So that's nice. You can just pull this out of your pocket. Really like the thumb stud on that. And then if you look in here, it looks like a nylon. Maybe it's just a plastic washer, but this is fairly smooth opening knife. So that is something that I was pleasantly surprised. Now, just for instance, this is, again, keep in mind, this is a $24 tool, and this is going to be SOG's Power Access. This is going to be a $70 tool or more, depending where you get it. And I know SOG is trying to do a very light tool, and it is going to be lighter than the Roxon Spark. But just for reference, that is that tool right there. Now, some of the other tools that I like are actually this one. It comes with many different names, but even this knife seems to dwarf this. This is like a Leatherman curl clone almost, because it only has the 2-layer of tools on the outside. But this is just going to be a very large knife, and it just sort of inspires you that it's not going to be as, hopefully, bad as some other ones, and perhaps a little bit more robust. So the Roxon Spark, I feel like, has a lot to offer. It does have spring-loaded pliers. That's not a huge thing for me, but I know it is for other people, so that's going to be a nice option. Really, again, like that pocket clip and the knife, and then it's got the whistle and the ferro rod. So all those are really interesting components. At $24, I feel like this is sort of hard to beat. Roxon has done a lot of things right. Now, they did have a model where it was actually more like the Roxon Storm with the ferro rod, and I don't think that ever made it over to the US, and it seems like it's been discontinued, but I would love for Roxon to do something like that again. But for now, you can buy these on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. Have a happy new year, and I'll be back in the next video with a lot more multi-tools to review.